ladies and gentlemen of YouTube, to all the new subscribers, to all the old subscribers, do I have a deck for you? I have read the feedback on the Tri Brigade video, and you guys like the breakdown videos of decks, so I've come at another one for you. I got a Pendulum deck this time. Don't click off the video. Don't click off. This is a free-to-play Pendulum deck using the structure plus just a few URs that you could probably get for less than, I don't know, 2,000 gems, not even. Very, very inexpensive Pendulum deck that you can build. I actually hit platinum with this build. I D-ranked into gold just so I could play this deck on stream. And using this deck, I was able to hit that platinum threshold. So this deck is capable of getting you through the ranks if you know all the plays to it. And I'm here. Hopefully, I can show you the way to play free-to-play Pendulums. This deck was actually a lot of fun. You can see a lot of these cards are from the structure, which is really cool. And even the ones that aren't. I mean, there's a lot of normals, rares, SRs, stuff like that. Here in this deck. So let's get into it. Without further ado, if you like this type of content, like, comment, subscribe. That's how we know you like this type of content, so we can make more of it. Getting into it, oh boy, that's right, we have vanilla monsters. The Dragon Pulse and the Dragon Pit Magician. I should actually clarify before we get into it something about Link monsters and pendulums in this game specifically, because I think a lot of people might get scared because they don't know what a pendulum is, they don't know what a link is. So pendulum, you can only summon pendulums face up from the extra deck to your extra monster zone. So if you only have your extra monster zone, you can only summon that. However, if you have a link monster, for example, let's just use Apollosa, right? You see how Apollosa has the 3 arrows pointed underneath her? That means all 3 of those zones that she is linked to, you can summon additional monsters that are face up in your extra deck to those zones, right? So pendulum monsters, when they go to the graveyard, or when they get destroyed, or they get attributed, or they get used as material, whatever, they go face up in your extra deck. They don't go to the graveyard, and you can summon multiple of them through a pendulum summon if you use your link monsters to open up more zones. So that's basically the idea and win condition behind this deck. Spam a bunch of small monsters that don't really do a lot on their own, but you're going to use them to go into your extra deck to overpower your opponent, if you will. So that's kind of the idea of this deck. So yeah, now let's get into it. Dragon Pulse and Dragon Pit Magician, they don't have monster effects. They're vanilla monsters, but in the scales, they both have the same effect. You discard a card to pop a spell. You discard a card to pop a monster. This one I believe is monster. Yep, this one you pop one face-up monster to the field, destroy it, and the Dragon Pit is just the same thing, but for spells and traps. Does not have to be face up, so there you go. Pretty cool effects, just more because they're in the structure. You'd probably drop these given enough time, but for now they're fine. 1 scale and 8 scale also lets you summon pretty much everything in your deck. You have Tuning Magician. This is just super easy to summon if you have 2 Magician cards in your Pendulum zones, which pretty much everything in here except like one thing is Magician. This is just another summon that you have available. Very powerful for more extra deck plays. Time Gazer Magician, you have 1 copy of this, mostly because there's another card in here that lets you summon this much faster. The actual effect of your opponent cannot activate trap cards doesn't come up too often because it's not usually in your Pendulum zone, but if it is, just keep in mind that it's there. I have 1 Ash Blossom in here because you get 1 for free by buying the bundle pack if you're following the new starter tips and guides. So I just put that in there. This could honestly be anything, Monster Reborn, Raigeki Break, any of your free URs that you get. You can put it on in there. I got 3 copies of the Wisdom Eye Magician. This card is really good. If you have a Magician or Perform Pal card in your other Pendulum zone, you can destroy this card, and if you do, you place any Magician Pendulum deck into that Pendulum zone. So you can thin your deck, get more cards. This goes face up in the extra deck to be used later on. And there are some crazy cards that you can end up searching with this. Performer Pal Skull Crobat Joker. This is like the best normal summon that you can do. You normal summon this bad boy, you can add a Performer Pal monster, Magician, Pendulum, or Odd Eyes monster from your deck to your hand, except this card itself. We have the Harmonizing Magician. Now this one, when she is Pendulum summoned, you can summon another card from your deck, another Magician card, by negating its effect. So again, just filling up your board with monsters to help you summon later down the road. To mention is that this card's actually a tuner, the Harmonizing Magician, and so is the Tuning Magician, which comes kind of from the name. So this deck is literally able to do like all of the summoning mechanics. So we'll keep that in mind as we get into it. The Double Iris Magician. This one's pretty cool as well. It has a pendulum effect, but that's not really the reason you use it. What you use it for is that when this card's destroyed by battle or card effect, even if it's in the pendulum zone, you can add a Pendulumgraph card, which we will get into what card you're searching, because there are some pretty good ones that you can search with this card. Next up, you got the Black Fang Magician. This is just kind of another body. You don't necessarily need it, but it does make... it is a dark monster, so that's relevant for some other cards, and you can half your opponent's attack points on a monster. Well, that's not usually required. That is something to keep in mind. And if it's a monster, if it's destroyed by battle card effect, you can target one dark spellcaster monster in your graveyard, special summon it. That effect will be used more often. It's getting popped from the pendulum scales or something like that. The Purple Poison Magician, again, same thing. If it's destroyed, it'll let you pop up a face-up card in the field, even your cards, if you need to free up your pendulum scales. I do have the Supreme King Dragon in here, just because the combo is pretty cool. Because you're able to bring out the Supreme King Gate, which is the kind of key component that goes with this, so it makes pendulum summoning very, very easy. We do have the Performer Pal Celestial Magician. This is the one that lets you summon the Time Gazer Magician onto the board. You can use the Pendulum effect to do that with this card. So that's why that card is in there. Just more summons. You basically put this in the Pendulum scale, boom, free summon monster, and then you just play another Pendulum card. Oath Dragon Magician. If you have another Magician card in your Pendulum zone, you can take one of those face-up extra deck monsters and put them back into your hand. Very, very powerful effect. And then if it gets special summoned, you can add a card to your hand. So again, more searching potential. That's like all this deck does. Chronograph Sorcerer. If this card's in your Pendulum scale, you can destroy it to take Time Gazer from your hand or deck and place it into the Pendulum zone. I actually misspoke. This is the card that does it. This card up here does not do that. This is just if it's destroyed at battle, you can special summon a destroyed monster, then destroy this card. And then if you summon it as an Exceed effect, or depending on what material you have, you can do different things. Usually you just have Pendulum by the time it's done. So during the end phase, you add a Pendulum from your deck to your hand. So sorry about that, slight misspoke. This is the card that lets you summon that Time Gazer. So just additional normal summon for you, and this will go to the extra deck. Then you have Astrograph Sorcerer, who is amazing. If another card is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can special summon this card from your hand and then choose one monster in your graveyard, extra deck, or that is banished. That was destroyed its turn, and add a monster with the same name from your deck to your hand, so even more search potential. You could also have that Stargazer effect as well on here, but you're going to be using the second effect most than compared to the first effect on this one. Supreme King K0, this is the card that you'll be searching with the Supreme King Dark actual card. This one just also lets you pop your scales if you need to do that when it's a monster. And if you have the Pendulum effect is more useful for the natural Supreme King Gate card, like archetype. But the Pendulum effect, or the monster effect, is going to be more relevant for you when you're summoning it to pop your scales. Popping your scales is super, super important because you get a lot of effects when you do that. Pendulum Call, this one just works just like in Duel Links. Discard a card, you add 2 Magician Pendulum monsters. Keep in mind that you cannot pop your own scales when you activate this, so while your opponent can't pop them, you also cannot pop them. So please keep that in mind, because I messed that up quite a few times while learning how to play this deck. Also, you can't actually use this card if you've already activated a Magician Monster's Pendulum effect. You can Pendulum summon, then use it, but if you've actually used an effect from a Magician Monster, you cannot use Pendulum Call. Lightning Storm, again, is just something to throw in. If you have another UR, Monster Reborn, Raigeki, anything like that, you can post it in here. Star, Pendulumgraph, really, really cool card. Basically, your opponent cannot target spellcaster monsters controlled with spell cards, which is pretty cool. And if you have a face-up Pendulum monster leaves your monster zone or Pendulum zone, you can add a Magician Pendulum from your monster from your deck to your hand. Super, super cool. And then the final card in the main deck is the Time Pendulumgraph. This one makes it so your opponent they can't target your spellcasters with trap cards, so now you're immune to spells and trap cards or effects. And then you can target a Magician Pendulum card, you destroy it, and then you destroy one card your opponent controls. If this card did not destroy 2 cards, you can actually send 1 card in the field to the graveyard, which there's actually a cool combo. So you can basically every turn pop a card your opponent has and get that banish on them as well. So super, super, super cool. Now, I know that was a lot to take in, but basically everything in the main deck revolves around summoning monsters. This is very different. If the combos are not in the main deck, this entire deck's like win condition is in the extra deck. The entire main deck, all it does is search and summon monsters. That's all it really realistically does. So let's get into the extra deck, and we'll actually jump around a little bit because I want to talk about the important ones first, because I want to talk about Heavy Metal Foes Electromite. Oh my goodness. So this is a link monster requirement, link to 2 Pendulum monsters. And basically what this guy lets you do is you can add a Pendulum monster from your deck face up into your extra deck, and then once per turn, you can target any face up card you control, destroy it, and then you add a face up Pendulum monster from your extra deck to your hand. And then if cards in your Pendulum zone leaves the field, draw a card. You can only use this effect once per turn. A lot of cool stuff there. So the basic combo with this deck is you want to just summon as many monsters as possible, and then you want to make an Electromite. And then once you make Electromite, you want to use his effect to add this Astrograph Sorcerer face up, and then you can pop your scales with Electromite, and that will give you an Astrograph. That'll give you an Astrograph whose effect will activate the effect that if a card destroys a battle or card effect, you can special summon this card from your hand. And then you can get his effect off to get a card that was destroyed and add that same monster to your name. You can draw a card off the destruction with Electromite. You get to summon, and like it's just so much plussing from that one combo. So that is why that's kind of the central point of the combo, right? And then the cards that you destroy, if you destroy like a double Iris Magician, for example, he can search for a Pendulumgraph, which can give you Time Pendulum, where you can start setting up that destruction. Now, how do you make it so that not 2 cards get destroyed? Well, there's this nice nifty Exceed monster called Time Star Magician. And basically, this card says if a Pendulum monster in your monster or Pendulum zone be destroyed by battle, you could spend a spellcaster or send a spellcaster from your deck to the graveyard instead, which is super, super good, which is once per turn. So basically, if you have Time Star Magician and you're activating the Time Pendulumgraph, you are protecting your Pendulum, you are popping an opponent's monster, or whatever, you pop whatever card, and then you banish a card on top of that. So, if you go first and you set this up and they can't stop you, you have a very disgusting amount of pop, 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 essentially. Very, very, very strong. Love to see it. There you go. The other important cards to talk about is the Selene. Selene is really, really cool. She's a Link 3, requires 2 monsters, including spellcaster monsters. And once she's summoned, you get counters based on how many spells that you have, including your Pendulum scales. And then if the spell counters that she gets on her, if you remove 3 of them, you special summon a spellcaster from your hand or graveyard to your zone that it points to. So depending on how many tokens you have, that's how many she can bring back from the graveyard. So really, really good. 3 links, so she opens up 3 pendulum zones. And then you can use her to rank on up into an Appaloosa, which we've talked about in the Tri-Brigade video. She can negate per 800 attack that she loses. She gains 800 for each number of monsters that go into her to make her. So if you put 2 of them, 1,600 attack points, etc., 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 to reach that link 4 requirement. Or if you're going for an OTK, you can go for Access Code Talker. I talked about this card before. Very, very good as it closes the chain link, gets really huge attack points. Your opponent can't respond to the effects, and you're able to pop multiple cards. So those are the most important kind of core cards that we're going to talk about when we are dueling with this deck. That's kind of the crux of the combo. You get your Electromite, you get your Astrograph Sorcerer, you're gaining a bunch of resources, and you're just summoning monsters, using their pendulum effects to get more monsters, continue to summon monsters to get massive Appaloosa, to get massive Selene, to get massive Access Code Talker. And you want to get through those monsters from your link, because Access Code Talker, the more link monsters that go to your graveyard, the more pops that you're going to get out of that. To talk about some other cards in here, we have Supreme King Dragon Starving Venom. You contribute 2 Dark Pendulum monsters to summon this guy out. You don't actually have to fuse for him. And then basically you target another monster in the field or graveyard, and this card's name becomes its original name, and it replaces the effect. Basically, you can have a second Electromite, since Electromite is limit 1, with the Starving Venom Dragon, or Supreme King Dragon Starving Venom. There you go. Weird name. I added this card off of a Twitch chat recommendation. I think that's more like a one-turn kill type of card. Try to kill your opponent as soon as possible. I could see some usage of it, especially if your Electromite got cucked for whatever reason. But it's in there. You don't really have to use it. It's an SR. So if you don't have access to it, that's okay. You can drop this. You can cut this for literally anything else. Odd Eyes Meteor Burst Dragon. This card is awesome. This card is a Duel Links card, for people who don't know. When he's special summoned, you can target a monster out of your Pendulum Zone and special summon it, although it can't attack the turn that you do that. And then, of course, during the battle phase, your opponent cannot activate any monster effects, which is pretty cool because while they're not huge, there are some monsters that have effects that activate in the battle phase in Master Duel, so it's cool to have that effect. Most of the time, though, this is just going to be an extender play for you. So that's pretty cool to keep in mind. We also have the Enlightenment Paladin, which can help you recover a spell card in your graveyard if you use a Pendulum monster as a material to make it as a Synchro, which your whole, or a Magician Pendulum, which your whole deck is Magician Pendulum, so no problems there. There's also Supreme King Dragon Clearwing, which is pretty cool. When you Synchro summon this card, you destroy all face-up monster your opponent controls, and then once per turn, during damage calc, if you battle an opponent's monster, you can destroy that monster. If you do, inflict damage equal to its original attack points. And then we also have the Dark Rebellion, which has the ability to change monsters' attack to 0 and then gain attack points for potentially OTK potential. And then it has another effect for the Supreme King or Supreme King Gate Pendulum monsters from your extra deck and defense position to return them if you want to use that secondary effect there. Then there's also the Magician of Hope, which is a Pendulum Exceed monster. Once per turn, a monster declares an attack and negate the attack and destroy this card. And then if you are able to successfully summon this, you can actually summon him as a Pendulum card. So if you're able to make a level 4, you can actually continuously keep summoning him from the Pendulum deck or extra deck that basically becomes the Pendulum deck. And then you have the land. This is just for link-up purposes, just an SR, good link-up purposes for Access Code Talker, and then Nightmare Phoenix, same thing, but you can also pop spell cards for any Eldritch matchups and stuff like that. And that is pretty much the deck. I know it's a lot of information, but just keep in mind that the main deck is there just for you to summon a bunch of monsters to get into your extra. Your extra deck is what's important. What the biggest thing to remember from the main deck, too much did not focus on the video, Rye. Remember that when you make Electromite, you can search for the Astrograph Sorcerer. Remember, if you search the Double Iris and you put him in your Pendulum scales, monster scales, it doesn't matter where he is. You can even summon him him with Harmonizing Magician. When she's special summoned, you could summon another Pendulum deck in defense mode. You can summon this in defense mode and then pop it with Electromite, for example. And that would give you the search as long as you get this trap card. You want to end on a board, if you're going first, you want to end on a board with that has the Appaloosa for negates, that has the trap card for pops, that has the Time Star Magician to help protect your scales, or if you're under Pendulum Call, you don't necessarily need to do that, but it's still nice to have this because then you're able to trigger the secondary effect of the Time Pendulumgraph, not just the first effect of it. There you go. As always, I have gameplay footage coming up after this, so if you didn't get it quite, the way that I explained it, you'll definitely see it in the gameplay video. I love you guys. I hope you're enjoying the Master Duel content. I'm enjoying Master Duel. This game is amazing. I absolutely love playing it. I love bringing content to you. Let me know what other types of decks you'd like to see. Peace out, boys. I crafted a bunch of SRs to get free packs, and I got like 5 URs. Yeah, I guess you could. That is actually a legit strategy. Go through and just a bunch of SRs craft and do that. Yeah, that's a legit strategy, bro. Activate search. Oh. There's Ash. So Pendulum players in chat. If you're in this situation, would you drop a Pendulum Call for a Pendulum Call? Or would you keep Pendulum Call and drop one of your Magicians? What do you guys value more? I feel like you drop one of your Magicians, right? You wouldn't drop a Pendulum Call? Pen for Pen Call?
Ooh, monkey.
Is that what you guys would do? Pen for Pen Call? Call for call? Alright, a lot of people saying call for call. Alright, bet. I'm not a good player, so I don't know. I feel that, bro. I feel that. Sheesh. Well, we can't use the other effect, so let's do this. And then we're not going to be able to get the Iris effect off this turn, but at least we'll have it, potentially, you know? Oh, did I add the wrong one? If you have a Magician card... Oh, is this not a Magician card? No, it is. Oh, I don't have anything in my extra. Oh. Don't grab Wisdom? Yeah, I know. You can't use Wisdom under Pendulum Call. I am aware. I am aware, boys. I made that mistake already. Usually when I make a mistake, I don't do it too often afterwards. Oh, good. I don't have anything in my graveyard to... Yeah. What's your monster effect? You can discard this card, then target one of your current. That's whatever. Does it really matter what I pick up here? I feel like this is just a free pull. What's the best way to get the crafting item stuff? Just pull packs and open SR boxes. Do you think people would move from Duel Links to Master Duel if they like it more? Yeah. Did I ever try Earn for Noble? A long time ago I did. Really long time ago I did. Take these two. So we can't pop our scales, but we can pop our monsters. Oh, I can actually add this. I can add, what's his face back? Decent DDD build. Didn't someone say DDD like wasn't like that bad? In Master Duel. Well, in TCG, I don't know about Master Duel. You got Plat 4 with DDD. That's pretty good. I don't get the draw here, unfortunately, because I didn't have what's its face, but that's okay. If I Electromite again, I can't pop my scale, so I don't think that's worth it, right? For the Venom Dragon, it's probably better just to go Apilosa. Yeah, you can D-rank and ladder. I just went from Platinum to Gold for some easier YouTube content. Yeah, because then I'll have no way to get into Apilosa. If I go Celine, 1, 2, 3... That'd be 3. She brings back 1. That would still just be a 3 summon. So I think just straight up an Apilosa here is better. Celine would only have 2. Yeah. Let's go into here. Let's do this. I think this is the best play we could have made there. Because Starving Venom, I could copy Electromite again, but there'd be no reason. Also, no, he's on the grave. I don't think it's actually... I think it's only from the grave, right? Field or grave? Oh, field or grave. But yeah, if I did, I'd have, like, nothing followed up, so... Oh, we just banished a bunch. You can fully D-rank? No, you can only D-rank to, ooh, Virtual World. Ooh, sheesh. You can only D-rank once you're, like, Gold 4 or above or something. So you basically, once you're, like, chilling from Gold, once you're there. What's he trying to do? Oh, this summons, right? Then you can add a oh, that's a lot of effects. I don't want you to add anything.
Ooh, monkey.
Am I building... am I going to build normal Alistair? Maybe in the future. Can you drop to gold? Yes, you can drop from platinum to gold. Alright. We're good? Nice. That was a good chokehold.
Ooh,
How
monkey.
do people instantly get Plat by skipping ranks? No, I don't think they're skipping ranks, bro. We're just playing. What the... When's the daily reset? I don't know, actually. You skipped from gold 3 to plat? Oh, I have no idea.
Wow.
I didn't do that, bro. I guess you're just built different. Sheesh. You bricked Sag? Why you sagging, bro? You're supposed to be on my side. The fuck? Come on now. Is there any point in summoning this naturally? No, it doesn't look like it. Let's just summon 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. 3, 4. And we'll do 5. I don't know, I went defense mode. That was kind of cringe. Summoner! This is actually kind of an interesting position here for a couple reasons that we'll talk about momentarily. Oh, he's done. Virtual who, Meggy lol? I don't really have that anything to send to the grave though, right? I don't know. Maybe you're right. Alright, here we go again. Is Blue Eyes good? No, it is not. It is really bad. You built Dark Lords, what the... Alright, Perform a Pal. What are we adding? What do we got? We have High Scale, 8. and Pendulum Call. So let's add this guy again. And we'll set the scales. We'll set you. Activate our effects. Go in for this guy. Get our effect. I like how this deck adds like just a shitload of cards to your hand. I think that's really fucking cool, actually. Activate your effect. Add to the hand. Okay. Let's see. Let's go for... We'll just Pendulum Summon. Oh, I can do this. Oh, no, it gets banished because Oh, I'm bad. Nah, that was bad, that was bad. I didn't realize that thing banished. Alright, well. Oh, no, wait, does that work? Wait, what? Oh, it doesn't have to be in the grave. Oh, let's go! Or not the grave, sorry, in the extra monster zone. You guys know what I mean. Yo, that's awesome. Chain block, let's go. It's not gonna work, so whatever. That is Poggers. So that is a good play. That is the way to do it. See, I thought I had it wrong, then I thought I fucked it up, and now I'm like, oh, okay. We're good. We're good. We're solid. We are spicy. So we go Celine here, yeah? For the Maymays. For the memes. Yo, Triff, raid with the party of 460. That's right, I'm learning pendulums. It is rough, don't make fun of me.
Monkey.
I'm trying my best, okay? And my best is not very good, if we're being honest. We're getting there, though. We're getting there.
Monkey.
Alright, so we have Celine. We have Celine. Wait, what?
Monkey.
What am I missing? Monster from your hand or graveyard. Oh, do I not have anything in the grave? Yeah, let's go. Hey, we take those. Damn. Fuck. I didn't realize I had nothing in the graveyard. That is crazy. I should have just made my...
Monkey.
My big boy. Yo, thanks for all the follows, boys. Man, I suck. Okay, well... Hey, you know... we're not done. We're still learning.
Monkey.
Summoner. You'll win if you play like trash. Good, because I am trash. Alright, so we have 2 negates. We have a pop. We should have had more monsters on the board, but that's okay. Have I shared this deck in my Discord? No, I like to learn the decks first before I, you know, like try to promote them, you know? But I think it's actually a really, like this Pendulum deck from basically just the structure and then just like a couple crafted cards, I think is going to be really good for like new players. Your opponent must pay 500 life points to current attack. This card normal summon, you can control no other monsters. You can special summon. Ooh, I don't like you special summoning, so we'll negate that.
Monkey.
Looks great so far. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. Master Duel really saved us from content drought. Bro, our YouTube is popping off. It's awesome for all the support. Thank you, guys. What is this? Special summon. Okay. You'll share your Mermail deck? Go for it, dude. Where's the monkey? That's PDS's voice.
Ooh, monkey.
Is this field spell good for this deck? When a monster declares an attack, tribute, negate that attack. During the end phase, you can target one, shuffle in the deck, or if you control the monsters, you can add this card. You can only use the effect. It doesn't seem that good. I'm doing good, Alex. I'm chilling. If it summons or adds, just negate. Yeah. Too much content? Yeah. We have so many videos to come out, but we had to, like, pump the brakes a little because we had too many videos. Any place for a noob in the game to learn to get good? Yo, exclamation point Discord, my guy. We're growing the Master Duel community now. We have a Duel Links community full in. Now we have this. What is this? If this card is special summoned, you control a monster, you can target one card in the field, destroy it. During the main phase, if you do not control a monster quick effect, you can special summon one monster from your graveyard. Also, you can not special summon a monster for the extra turn. You can use if each one for sure. We chilling, we chilling, we chilling. No timing? Yeah, you can miss timing and stuff in this game. Negate him. Okay. Alright. Free to play best starting decks. The one that's done the best for me is Tri Brigade.
Monkey.
Is there better? Maybe. But that's the one that's been doing very well for me. Do I want to pop? Actually, no, I'm chilling for now. Let me get my Pendulum off and then I might.
Monkey.
I don't even know why I flipped that up, to be honest. Oh, God.
Monkey.
Alright. Double Pendulum call. You'll love to see it. Alright, I'm going to activate this Pendulum call, but I have to remember that I cannot pop my Pendulum scales, chat. I have to remember this.
Monkey.
I flipped it for Intimidation, yeah. What is this?
Monkey.
During the main phase, you do not control. Quick effect, you can switch someone. Monsters from the extra deck for this turn, except Fiend monsters. Okay. Anyone know what you should Ash versus Sky Strikers? Oh, I don't know, dude. Thanks for the YouTube videos. Will help me do a good deck. Start with Master Duel. Hey, no problem, man. I got you. I got you. I got you. Alright, she's summoning that one. That's fine. Remember, I can't pop my scales, so gotta remember that, chat. We gotta remember that. Honestly, this is just all material at this point. I don't really need necessarily any of this, so I guess we take you and you.
Monkey.
Thunder Dragon combo? I know someone in our Discord that's been playing Thunder Dragon, or trying to. So now I can use the trap, and it won't pop my scales, which is pretty cool.
Monkey.
Rank season ends today? No, it's like in February.
Monkey.
Send back you. Okay. So let's actually go in for a pop here. I'm afraid of the back row, I'm not gonna lie to you. OCG has 3 grass? I think it's 2 grass, right? Someone correct me if I'm wrong.
Monkey.
Able to prison. If you control, activates target one custom monster, one face-up monster your opponent controls, switch control, target one spell trap, shuffle into the deck.
Monkey.
While I am unaffected, your opponent cannot target spellcaster type monster you control with trap cards. Okay. What is he doing? He is going to take my Apollosa. Wait, that actually kind of sucks because of my Pendulum. Well, I have a bunch of cards to Pendulum summon, so I guess not really. And I have material. Send a card to the grave. Wait, what? Then if the effect did not destroy 2 cards, you can send 1 card in the field to... Oh, shit! Yo, that is awesome! Wow. Okay, yeah.
monkey.
Oh, there goes that. Sheesh! That was cool. Wait, that was actually kind of sick. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Oh shit! I didn't mean to skip that. Oh, I summoned over there. I guess I could have summoned more. That's fine. It's fine. At this point, we're just clapping his cheeks, dude. Let's use the effect. It's actually part of the play, so I can use this effect. Easy. Easy. Who has the highest attack out of y'all? Oh, whatever. Doesn't really matter. We go into Electromite because it's top tier, as I hear. Someone once told me Electromite is the best card of all time. Too many effects to remember. It's not that bad. It's just a lot. That's all. It's in a weird way. There's a lot of effects, but they're a little bit more on the shorter side. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Where's my Astro? Oh, this is the... Did I already use it? I guess I did. Oh, there it is. I was saying, where the fuck is this? I was looking for it, dude. Sheesh. I think we might have game here, by the way. Did I Pendulum Call? I did Pendulum Call. So let's... Is it only my scales that are protected, or what's protected? In your Pendulum scales. So let's pop this. I don't need this anymore. Can we summon... Okay. We're doing good. We're doing good. Let's potentially finish this up. Yeah. Yes. Yes, sir. Alright. Tribute? Nah, we're good. Or maybe I will, actually. Tribute 1, let's go. We're still going, boys. Do I have any links? I do. Jesus Christ. Jesus, my brain, boys. Why not? Why not? Boys, that was kind of poggers, huh? That was kind of poggers, huh? That was kind of poggers, right? That was kind of pog, no? That was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. Sheesh. It's a lot of cards I had to click, though. It's a lot of cards we had to click, but we made it.